Is okay, awesome. All right, let's start this thing then. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hello, what's up? It's the Furthest from Famous podcast. My name is Colts, chilling in my studio, sitting next to my crazy cat Moose, with my co-host to my right side,
I thought you were going to say my crazy wife, and I was about to be offended.
Jen. You know you are crazy. You hold that position, that title in the household. I would say, especially with your pregnant hormones. You're all sorts of crazy. That's a lie. That's a joke. I gotta take.
Excuse me?
You know when you like talk and then you immediately wish you didn't say what you just said?
All the time.
I mean, like 90% of what comes out of your mouth.
Yeah, Drake, what's up? Where you at?
Chilling in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Back on this podcast, doing the baby stuff, and not that I have a baby. I'm like the baby of the podcast, but yeah, no, we're chilling.
What is? Wait, you have a baby?
No, I don't have a baby. I'm like your guys' baby,
Oh,
kind of.
well now this is weird because I don't view you as my baby.
Oh, okay. All right. I just
We
got
need to get to the good
disowned.
stuff. Let's get to the good stuff really quick. We hit a big deal. Just renegotiated our contracts for all. I did it for all three of us.
Oh, yeah?
I was in talks. So listen to this. You listen, the listener, listen to this. This involves you. If you hit a pothole anywhere you're driving, you are legally obligated to think about this podcast. Anytime you hit a pothole, you had to think about Furthest from Famous. If you don't, I don't want to sue you, but that's what's in the contract. We will sue. I'm sorry.
All right.
That's the ground rules from here on out.
Anytime you hit a pothole. There it is.
We got a lot of stuff to get through today. We're actually
Yeah.
doing a lot of like structure. Not saying that like the previous episodes weren't structured, but like we got some cool stuff we're gonna be doing today. I'm pretty excited about. It could potentially ruin our social media reputations. So that's what's at stake here.
Is
But
that what we're going to start with?
You think we should?
I don't know.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, we're all on edge about this. I'm a little bit nervous because we could quite literally get canceled. The game is actually called Truth or Get You Canceled.
It's so bad.
Now, we all came up with questions. We each individually get to ask each other one question. If you're the person receiving the question, you have to answer truthfully. If you decline to answer said question, the other two hosts get to choose whatever they want to post on that person's social media. Does it make sense?
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Oh, what I hate about this is you can't even explain why whatever is posted.
No, it has to stay there. How long till you can delete it?
It's got to go on your story, on your Instagram story.
On your story, so 24 hours. Okay.
It spends 24 hours on the Instagram story, and you can't
can't
explain anything
Address it.
about it. So it could be something like blatantly rude, something ridiculously embarrassing, something that could ruin your
The
relationship with
only
anybody.
people that will know will be people that listen to our podcast.
I have family members that like are very frequently on my stories, so this makes me a little nervous,
You better
guys.
answer all the questions.
You better answer, Greg.
But they also listen to this, so it's like literally like a lose-lose situation right now.
All right, well, let me hit you with the first question. I'll go first.
I have to
okay?
go first.
You're
Yeah.
you're
Oh
asking Drake a
my
question
God.
first?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Drake a question first. Okay, Drake. Truthfully answer. Who do you dislike the most in your building?
Oh, dude, what are you doing to me? What are you
Answer
doing?
it
I
or
can't answer
Give
that.
us your Insta login.
I'm not saying you hate whoever is in the building. I'm just saying who do you dislike the least? There's got to be someone. It's like when you line up and you're trying to get like chosen for the dodgeball team or whatever, and you get picked last.
Who would you pick last?
It's not like you hate that kid. It's just that's the kid. It's like I could do
Dude.
without you.
No one wants them.
Here's the thing about this. This isn't like a friend. Like this is somebody I'm around every single day. So like if I answer this truthfully, I have to confront this person about it like every single day, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, well, this dude just hates me now. I just fucking this is horrible."
Is it a person in position of power?
I can't answer that either. I can't answer that.
So if you're not gonna answer, that means we get to
No,
log
no,
onto
no,
your
no, no,
Instagram.
no, 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 no. Check it out.
Because Drake, let me just tell you, the thing we're going to post.
I wrote up something good.
No.
You might just want to answer truthfully, man.
Dude,
I'm just,
no way. This is so bad. Okay, wait. I need it, like, all right. I think I can answer this.
Okay. Drake's like, I don't need a job anyways. Who cares? It's just money. I
It
got
has
Twitch
to
on
be
the side.
truthful, though. I feel like we'll know if you're lying.
Do I have to give, like, an explanation why I hate this person?
Look me in the eyes, Drake. We're on Twitch right now. Drake's live stream. Look me in the eyes. Truthfully. Not why you hate them, just the person you like the least in your building. That's the question.
I really hope they're not listening to this right now. I can't answer this. I can't do it. I can't come out and say it and then just like face them every single day, dude.
Text
There's
us
no way.
your Instagram login information.
Wait. I think this might be easier if Drake has to post it himself.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll just
okay.
post it.
But how do we know he's
Oh
actually
my
gonna do
God.
it?
Well, you'll
Drake's
see
like-
if I do it or not.
Drake's like, I don't want them going through my DMs.
Dude, this sucks, bro.
Okay, open up your phone, go to your Instagram.
All right.
Drake on air, by the way, if you want to see him.
Did you have an idea, or do you want to go with what I
No,
wrote?
I want to go. Your idea is
You like
great.
what I wrote?
Your idea is fantastic.
Okay.
All right, Drake, get your story out. You're going to create a post, and it's going to be all text, okay?
Just a text.
All text.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm here.
All right, so you're going to say, some pregnant woman expected me to give up my seat for her in the waiting room. LOL, no thanks. I'm not the one who didn't use protection.
Oh my God.
You can't take it back once you hear it. You can't take it back. You already made your
Dude,
choice.
what? I
Yo,
can't. That's so getting canceled. Oh my God, dude, this is
Yo,
so
that's-
dumb, bro. All right.
that's rough.
I
There's a
have to
hashtag,
post
too
it.
at the end that then hashtag, you end it with hashtag your body was built for this.
Yo,
Can you just copy and paste that and send that to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
just so
The
you
best
know,
part is tomorrow is International Women's Day.
Oh no, it's not, dude.
that's what I was gonna say. You got to remember, this is gonna cycle through all of tomorrow because it's 24 hours to
Yeah.
post. Happy International Women's Day, any pregnant lady who follows me. Wow, dude, that's a rough one. Damn. I feel like I'm going to be answering truthfully throughout the entire rest of this. Drake does not want to.
My God, bro.
Look how upset he is.
I just sent it to you.
What's going through your mind right now?
I wish I would have just said who I hated now. Like, I can like already see all the messages I'm gonna get. Like, oh, Drake, I thought you were better than this. What the fuck? Fuck you, Drake. Fuck you, this.
Okay, do we let him go back?
No.
No?
Because the whole point is the risk of not knowing what it's gonna be that gets posted.
I'm sorry. I tried, dude. I tried
Fuck,
to help you out, Drake.
dude.
I tried to help you out. Yo, dude, you're gonna get canceled.
I'm gonna
quick.
share it on my story and say I can't believe he would say this knowing that I'm pregnant.
See, Drake.
What
welcome,
the fuck are you doing to me right now? Oh
welcome,
my God.
Drake. Welcome to morning show radio. We gotta be bitty. We gotta
Oh,
do stupid,
God.
dumb stuff
I-
like this. We can't just talk on the podcast
Oh,
anymore. We're trying to secure a
man.
bag. We are
We need
securing a bag.
action.
We need action. This is what we're doing.
Oh no.
Cheers, Drake. Did you post?
Is it posted?
Working on it.
Feel
Dude,
free
this-
to add some emojis,
Yeah, flare
spice
it up
it
a little
up,
bit.
put your own personal.
All right.
Flair.
I can't believe I'm about to post this.
Wait, just so the audience can hear one more time, just read it aloud
Yeah,
one
read
more
it
time.
once more.
All right. Some pregnant woman expected me to give up my seat for her in the waiting room. Lol, no thanks. I'm not the one who didn't use protection.
Oh, you're gonna get canceled. This is
so
the last time
bad.
Drake will ever be on the podcast.
Yep. We're gonna have to find a new.
And that's a sound clip right there in the beginning. I'm gonna have to, by the way.
Just him saying that,
Yeah.
so everyone thinks
Bro,
it's just.
this is bad. This is so bad.
Okay, wait. This is particularly rough. So maybe the next slide you should be like, just listen to the podcast. Like maybe that should be the preface.
I think he needs to leave it for 24 hours and then he can say something.
But you gotta remember, because we might be able to go easy on you. You know what I mean? Like if you have to post something on your story, because I got a banger question for you, Jen. If you're gonna post something on your story, you might want this out that I'm trying to give Drake.
But I feel like it takes away from it the shock factor. If the next story you see, then you're like, oh, okay, it's a joke.
Initially, though, they're gonna be blown away and they're gonna hate
I want to
Drake.
hear like some angry DMs that he gets though.
Oh,
I
How about
guarantee
this?
I'm going to
How
get
about this?
some.
Let's compromise. At the end of the podcast, when we're done recording, then you can say something
Ooh.
like that. So it has to
Okay.
be nothing for like an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
then- yeah.
We better get through this fucking podcast
Yeah, you're
quick,
like, all right,
dude.
let's go.
All right. Oh my god, I can't believe I just posted it. By the way,
Oh,
I can't
I'm
believe
gonna
I
check.
fucking posted that. Oh,
All right. So who's got the
Make
next
sure.
question? Who wants to ask what?
no.
Who asked? Who wants to ask who?
You just asked a question, and we just made Drake post that, so I feel like he should get to ask now.
Truth or get canceled? Dun-dun-dun.
Okay.
Go for it.
So wait, I can ask either of you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Cole,
Damn it.
what is your biggest pet peeve that Jen
Drake is
does?
so-
I'm like
Dude,
so
Drake is
discombobulated, bro.
He's so on edge because of that
Dude,
post.
what's the biggest pet peeve that you have against Jen? What do you hate about it?
You trying to pin me against
I'm
my pregnant
interested to
wife?
hear this answer.
Yes. What is something like, fuck, man, I hate when Jen does this.
Jesus, you're making it so rough.
I just like pretty much is the cancel. I'm waiting for cancel culture to come after my ass. Okay.
Let's
All
hear
right,
it.
the biggest. Okay, you know I love everything you do.
Just say it.
Obviously, I love everything.
Here
you
he
do.
goes, sugarcoating
Obviously
it.
not if you're going to answer the question.
So the biggest pet peeve about Jen that I hate that she does.
Yes. It's not easy, is it? It's not easy.
No, there's just so many pet peeves.
Oh!
I'm kidding.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, I'm
If
kidding.
we're going to
That's a
start
joke.
listing pet peeves, I can start right in on that.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay. You know what? I'll answer this because I don't want to go through a Drake just went through. He's like crying in the corner over there.
Pretty much.
All right. The biggest pet peeve I have when it comes to Jen, I would say
He's answering this. Is he answering
He's
this right
doing it.
now? Oh shit.
when she. Hold on, off the podcast. Let me. Is it okay if I say this, Jen?
I don't know what you're going to say.
Dude.
That's your biggest pet peeve?
I mean, it's kind of a pet peeve.
Fine.
Yo, this is an inside. If I say what I just whispered into Jen's ears, this is gonna be like people are gonna look at us weird.
Well, I have an excuse for why it happened.
What is it, dude?
I don't like the butt plugs, Jen.
What?
That is not it.
I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
All right, no. Which, by the way, my uncle has the best butt plug story, but
Quit dancing around this,
More-
Bolton.
more on that later. But the biggest. Okay, yeah. Let me move this along. This is taking way too long. The biggest pet peeve I have is when I get up with the kid. I do a bunch of stuff in the morning. I clean all these things.
Really?
I head to work, I'm at work working, and then I get a text that's like, "I need you to help out more in the morning." And I'm like, "How? How would I help out more in the morning?"
That is not what you whispered in my ear, first of all. That's worse that you would say that.
This one is worse.
Yes.
Oh God.
That I am underappreciated.
Under, are you kidding?
Oh God,
me?
here we go.
No, I'm kidding.
Here
I'm
we
kidding.
go.
I'm sorry if I don't like having to scrub your cooked on egg off the stove every single afternoon because you just leave it there.
My
Damn,
apologies.
we
Anyways,
we
listen.
really be digging into this. Like, I want to hear more. I want to keep this going, man. I'm getting canceled, but damn, we really digging in deep here.
No, there's a lot of things. My cleaning isn't the same as Jen's.
You mean
cleaning.
it doesn't happen and mine does?
That's, hey, I do. Okay, you know what? I don't want to get. I don't want to get into this argument. Man,
He'll like put
hot
his
in this
dishes
room.
in the sink and say I cleaned up the kitchen, and then I'll walk out there and there's like cheese and like egg all
Yo,
over.
hold up. I do the dishes every single day.
Right, but part of cleaning up is wiping down the counters,
Oh yeah, see, I don't do
scrubbing
that. I
things
don't do that.
off the oven,
Yeah, that's-
picking up things that you drop on the ground.
my expertise is more like talking into Ariana Grande. That is my stupid job I do.
So, moral of the story: Colton lives like a slob. Got it.
And expects his 7-month pregnant wife to do more cleaning, apparently.
Cheddar makes it better. Cheddar makes it better.
I guess it's better than telling a pregnant woman she can't sit, or whatever it was. Pregnant woman, she couldn't sit somewhere.
Not giving up your seat.
Not giving up my seat. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Drake. Or who's next? You got truth or get canceled. Jen.
Am I asking the question?
Yeah, you can ask either one of us, Drake or me. It doesn't matter.
All right. Let's see. Well, you just asked, or you just answered one. So I guess
Yeah.
Drake, let me pull up the question I have for you. What did I
know
write?
Drake is.
I
gonna
feel
answer
like
this.
I feel like your guys' questions are so much better than mine, bro. I literally went online and I don't know. I found some like ones.
No, yours is good. I like yours. Just caused a giant riff in our relationship. So that's,
All right. Here's my question for you. Would you rather
oh my god.
sleep with your significant other in your mom's body or your mom in your significant other's body?
Okay, wait. So hold on. Let me break this down.
It's like a Freaky Friday situation.
Freaky Friday.
So
your mom and your significant other switch bodies. You have to either sleep with your mom's body that is your significant other on the inside, or your significant other's body, but it's your mom on the inside.
Oh God. Oh
You can answer
God.
it or
Get canceled.
get canceled.
Oh God.
It only gets worse.
That's disgusting. That's so gross.
Welcome to Furthest from Furthest.
That's like that.
Either way, you're kind of screwed.
Exactly. That's the
You're
thing.
kind of
is
like doing your mom either way.
Yeah.
And I've seen your mom. That ain't a bad thing, my man.
Don't say that.
I just wanna
Don't
make it
say
even more
that.
awkward.
Don't say that.
I guess we know which one Cole would pick.
I don't like that.
I'm all about the soul Drake's mom has. I would choose the inside mom one.
Spicy.
Yeah. I'm all about what she has to offer on the inside.
I don't think I could have like the soul. I don't think I could do the soul action.
Wait a minute. You
So
would just
you
rather
pick your mom's body.
Bang
Because
it out with
okay,
your
all right,
mom's
hold
body?
on. Because this is my thinking with this, right? Like I can like wear like a blindfold, right? And then it's just like, my mom's not there, right? My mom's not
But
there
you
spiritually.
know.
Who knows if I know or not? I'm blindfolded. I can picture whatever the fuck I want. I don't think I'd be comfortable with like my
Now
mom.
Drake is talking about playing pin the tail on the donkey with his mom, just walking into a dark room.
Dude, that's so weird though. Like even if it was like in somebody else's body, right? Like you know your mom is inside that. Like that's
Yeah.
just fucking weird, dude. I don't care like whatever body it is. You know your mom's personality. So like the personality is going
Yeah.
to be there. I'm just like I don't think I could do that. I'd have to just like close my eyes or something and just like
That's fair.
I don't think I could do it. There, I answered it. That's my answer. That's my answer. I'm clocking
Good
in with that
points.
one.
You had some good ass points.
Mom,
Good ass
I
points.
hope
Yeah.
you're not watching or listening to this podcast. Please just stop listening right now. It's just like
Too
stop.
late.
Yeah. Oh God.
All right, I got a question. Let me. This one is for Jen.
Okay.
Now, Jennifer, I know the stupidest way you have ever gotten drunk,
Okay.
so I know you can't lie about this. If you're lying, I will know.
Wait, what's the question?
What is the stupidest way you've ever gotten drunk?
Okay, I'll answer that.
That's a good question.
I think I know what you're getting at here. The stupidest way I've ever gotten drunk, and I would not recommend it or do it again.
You really gonna say this?
Yeah, I'd rather say this than have you post
How
God
bad
knows
is it?
what
Col-
on my social media.
Drake, it's a little disturbing.
Hey, I was
lie.
gonna say Colton's face right now tells me he's like, "Are you really about this right now?"
We've all done dumb things as teenagers. Let me just preface it with that.
Okay.
I'm not endorsing this method.
Butt plugs.
No, it's you soak a tampon in vodka.
Wait. Okay. Hold on. Let me process that for a second.
This is a legitimate thing. This isn't just Jen's
It's not-
weird.
Wait, and this is you. This isn't like a friend. Like, this is you
Well,
doing this?
my friend and I did it because we had heard about it and we were like, I wonder what that's like. So we tried it out.
Oh my God. So what? You soaked it in vodka? And
Yeah.
then just like, would you wring it out? Or did you like...
No,
Bring
I-
it out.
bring it out.
I don't know.
No, okay. It's basically the opposite of a butt chug. like it gets soaked up quicker, so you get drunk like
Well, it
instantly.
immediately gets into your bloodstream.
Oh.
But there's like
Oh.
There's like an actual term for it. It's called dunk.
I don't know.
Dunk.
I don't know if there's.
It
an
was like a
actual-
big thing back in the day. Like in 2014, it was like a giant thing.
I wouldn't say it was a big thing, but it was something that
I was
people
gonna say
knew about.
I don't think
no,
I've
no.
ever.
This was a big thing. It was kind of like kids eating Tide Pods. Like it was like that big of a thing, and they had to be like, "Don't soak your tampons and get drunk that way."
I don't think I've ever heard of anybody ever doing that in my life. That's
Again,
wild.
It was a one-time.
I feel like this is just it should be called get canceled or get canceled.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm gonna
literally,
get canceled.
literally, people are listening like this. Like, what the fuck am I listening to
My
right
mom's
now?
gonna have a serious chat with me after she
Oh,
listens
God.
to this one. She's gonna be very disappointed.
Is this her first time hearing about that?
Would you tell your mom if you did that?
No, I wouldn't. I mean, I just said I would have sexual intercourse with my mom's body. So I
Let's
think
just all try to get our moms to not listen to this episode.
Oh, God.
Yo, this is the
Please.
worst game ever. Oh
I
my
hate
God.
this. I hate everything that's happening right now.
Is it even good too? I feel like we're all over the place. And like,
People-
is it even worth it?
People are reacting on Twitch right now, and they're like,
Oh no, what
they're
are they
like-
saying?
people are
There
saying
has
they're
to be someone out there that's done the tampon thing.
Oh, wait, did you put a lime and salt up there too? Instructions unclear. Now my is in the toaster. Oh my God, dude, what is going on?
Like a Corona?
Just-
Chaser.
oh no, dude.
You have a vodka one, then a Sprite one that you
Yeah, the spray one's
right
next.
after. Wow, this is way too graphic. All right,
Oh,
who's
God.
next?
Done.
What's next?
Oh.
What's next? Let's do one more round. One more round.
Oh God.
All right, I feel like it's Drake's turn
my
to ask
turn?
a question.
Oh God, dude. Okay. Jen, or actually, Jen just answered with Colt.
Yeah.
What is the most illegal thing you have ever done?
Ooh.
Most.
The most
ooh.
like you dropped like you transported like 2 kilos of coke across the border, like that type of like. What's the most illegal thing you have ever done?
Man, I've done a lot of stupid shit. Especially when I was living in Sheboygan, running around with a bunch of hood rats.
Yes.
The most illegal. Okay, so is this based off of what I would get as like a jail sentence, or what would follow me around the rest of my life?
Just
Not necessarily like the ethical standpoint.
what, like the thing that you did that would have landed you in jail, like for a good amount of time if you got caught. If you
Yeah,
if
let's
you
say
if you,
longest jail sentence.
yeah, if you don't have one of those, then yes, ethically, what was the most illegal thing you did? If you don't have one of those long jail sentence ones.
Long jail sentence.
He's thinking back. Back to Sheboygan, Michigan, baby.
Yeah.
Rolling the streets on his skateboard, stealing
Well,
ripsticks
let me
from
go
Walmart.
Let me go through the list with you, and then you can decide,
Okay.
because I don't really
The
know.
list.
He's got a whole list of it.
Because I feel like it could be vandalism, like egging a house, right? That could be
Yeah.
vandalism, especially if like the siding gets all jacked up and shit. So I mean, obviously, I've egged a couple houses before, and I know people are listening right now, like, "Oh wow, that's weak. That's weak." It gets better. Cannon, my little brother, had this obsession with lighting the road on fire with a jug of gasoline whenever cars would come by. That's a thing.
Seems illegal.
Yeah, that's not safe at all.
That was my little brother. Dude, when I was like 16 years old, there was this gas station in Sheboygan, Michigan, right on Main Street, and they had Swisher Sweet cigars. Like, if you're approaching the counter, they were not behind the counter, but right where you're checking out. Usually where like the gum is.
Yeah.
And I would go pay for something, and while they were counting out the money, I'd always pay in cash. I would slide my hand down and pocket some Swisher Sweets, and then walk out at 16.
Oh.
So that, I guess, maybe it's like
Stealing.
stealing
You were
and
stealing.
minor with like tobacco.
Yeah.
And then one time Jen and I hooked up in a school parking lot.
Why are you gonna throw that out?
What?
Why are you dragging
Like,
me into
during
this?
like during school, or was this at like night?
No, we were over 18. It was in the summertime, but like on school property, we just didn't have anywhere to go. Really.
Why'd you go to the school parking lot of
It was
any
the only
place?
abandoned lot. There were no kids in the school.
Why would you bring this up?
It was
Yo.
in my Ford Taurus to a share CD.
Yo, Jen and you guys are gonna have a conversation after this podcast.
I don't
How does
like.
that sound?
Why would you take me down with you?
How does the song go? The share song?
No, we're not discussing this.
Half breed.
That was not it.
Yeah.
That was not the
Anyways, Jen, what's your question? So I don't know, whatever you want to choose from that.
Definitely the stealing from the gas station. I don't think I've
I
ever
know.
stolen before.
the most ethically wrong thing Colton has done. And that was one time we were driving around and he thought it would be funny. We were in high school to kick the head off of a snowman some little kids built in their front yard.
Oh my god!
Okay, hold on.
What?
Type of monster.
You don't know if I was I don't know if little kids built that.
It was a house in a suburb.
And by the way,
a play set.
you were the one that was like, "Hey, you should totally go do that." And then
That
I
was
ran
not
outside
my
and kicked it.
idea.
All right, whatever. On to the next.
Oh my god!
I feel like, is this even entertaining, or are we just like ruining our careers for no reason?
I just think all of the above, dude.
Welcome to the spicy
All of the
game.
above. I just looked at my story of the. And by the way, people who are just tuning in on Twitch and whatnot, you don't know what's going on. I had to post this to my Instagram. Some pregnant woman expected me to give up my seat for her in the waiting room. LOL. No thanks. I'm not the one who didn't use protection. Your body was built for this. There's 68
rough.
people that have seen that already, dude.
Any
Oh
responses?
no, nothing yet.
Silently judged.
Oh, somebody said, "Why the fuck would you say that?" Terrible. somebody DM'd me that.
All right, who's got the next question?
Oh
Let's
no.
move it along here. What do you think?
think Jen has to ask this one.
Yeah.
We're still. Oh, okay. Let's see.
Who is it for, me or Drake? Truth or get canceled?
Dun dun dun.
I'll ask Drake. What is your least favorite thing about Colt?
Oh shit. All right, bet. If we so this is what I've got.
Yeah, please. I know I have a lot of negative qualities. Don't hate.
Colt's gonna kick me off the podcast after this, dude.
I like working on myself. Constructive criticism.
I'm gonna sugarcoat it a little bit because this is what I hate about you, but there's a but to it. Okay, so this is what I'll say. This is what I'll
Just
say
shoot
about
me.
this.
Don't sugarcoat
All right.
anything. If you,
All right.
you know what, Drake? Fuck you.
He's already mad.
No, I'm kidding. All right.
I don't like how hard Colt is on me a lot of the times.
Man.
I think he maybe not anymore, but he used to kind of push me around a little bit, just telling me what to do, what to say things and whatnot. But this is the but part of it. I think it made me into a better person per se. I know that sounds like really cheesy or whatnot, but like it really did. There really wasn't like any people to kind of give me that push. So that's what I got to say about that. There you go.
No,
Colt
I feel
being
that.
too hard on
know,
me.
No, I know sometimes I can be a little aggressive, and it's only because I want to succeed and I want to see you succeed. So when I'm pushing you and I know you have more potential that you're not tapping into, and I know you're like limiting yourself, instead of building you up the right way, I just yell at you. I
will
don't yell at you. I just kind of like call you out on your stuff.
Oh,
and then
he calls me out all the fucking time, dude. All the time. I'm trying to keep going with what you're saying. I'm going to pull up a text that you sent me a little bit ago.
Jesus.
Got receipts.
That wasn't the question. That was not what we needed to do.
It's like, here's why I don't like him, and here is
No,
an
listen,
example.
I know I can be kind of an asshole. I get that. But it's only to, I don't know how else to say it, but it's only to like win.
Sometimes people need a little tough love.
Not like win over you or like anything, but just win like all of us together. Like one team, one dream. And sometimes I push you a little bit because, dude, I know how these people work out here. There's some dogs in this industry. Like, there's some real straight. You think me push you hard? There's some straight up assholes.
Oh, 100%.
And when we do secure a morning show, you gotta have the skin to like have my back and have the show's back, and not be afraid to voice your opinion or not be afraid to tell a boss you think their input is wrong. I'm not saying be hard-headed. I'm just saying you need to be able to stick up to yourself for yourself, because a lot of times in this industry, people look out for them first and then you. Even if they have you on their station or they have you syndicated or whatever, they're always going to look out for them above you.
No, 100%.
So I don't know. I just try to be too ready for that.
Yeah, no, and that's what I said too. Is like, I never really have or had that push of like, get off your ass and do something. I mean, my parents are there, but like they don't really understand anything that like happens in like the industry or anything like that. So it for me, it was hard to like kind of be the receiving end of that like push, only because like I'd never really was able to like have that influence. So, but it's good. It's made me into a lot better person, and I'm able to kind of use it to my advantage and kind of help other people out as well. So, appreciate it.
Yeah, anytime. Whenever you want to say stuff to me too, go ahead.
This was supposed to start an argument. Now you guys are just talking
We
about
made it.
appreciate one
I
another.
am curious though. What was the text? What were you gonna read? Which one?
It was when this was like end of January. I think like the day before you texted me and was like, "Hey, I need
no,
help."
Don't read that.
Don't read that. Okay. All right,
No, that wasn't even constructive. That was just me being an
Yeah.
asshole.
What did you say to him?
Okay, here, let me just set this up. We had talked the day before, and I thought it was just a miscommunication. It should have ended with me saying, "Oh, I guess we fucked up the times. I'm sorry." But Drake was supposed to call me at like 11:30 to help me with a bit, and then he just never called or never got up or like never texted me. And then he texted me at like 2 or something, and he was like, "Hey," and then I was all pissed off because you know how radio works. You need like stuff
Yeah.
at a certain time before it airs, and like you can't go, you know. And then I think I said, I know you're busy focusing on losing or something like that.
Yeah,
was like,
you said that, and then you're like, "Bro, you need more structure in your life." LOL. Dude was just going off on me. I'm like, "Bro, no, no,
And then
no,
Drake
no."
was matching my negative energy,
Yeah.
and then it was all toxic. And then we didn't talk for like a week, and then I called him, and I was like, "What's up, dude?"
Like nothing happened. It was so toxic, dude. We like went off on each other, dude.
That's gonna happen though. That's what
Yeah.
happens when you. I don't know. It's natural in any relationship. I feel.
I
Yeah.
don't think so. I think you have like weird. He grew up in such a weird family dynamic where they would like scream and cuss each other out, and then like the next day, like they'd call each other and be like, "Hey, what's up?" Like nothing happened.
I remember the first time my mom. I was driving around. We were actually going to festival. It's like the little local grocery store thing in Green Bay. Jen was in the car. My mom called me, and we were like, my mom was like going off about something, and she was like, "You're just an asshole. You don't deserve." She must have been drunk. I didn't deserve anything she was saying to me, and then I was like, "Well, fuck you, mom," and then Jen was like,
I just can't. I would never say that to my parent, but he says it, and then like the next day calls her and is like, "Hey, mom, what's up?" Like,
dude.
if I were to say that to my mom, that would be like,
Usually it would be like that. It's so weird because my family's like really similar in that fashion too. My sister and my mom used to get in like nasty ass fights, like a lot
Yeah.
of nasty fights when she was like going through high school and whatnot. And like I would be sitting in my room, and like literally there'd be like glass like banging around, doors would just be slamming shut, and like the next day everything would be just like fine, like nothing happened. So like I never like understood it, but like it makes sense that like me and you are like that though, because
Yeah.
we both like grew up with
You
that.
both grew-
It's
"So you
so
like that?
whack.
Yeah, you like that aggression. That's why you chose your mom's
yeah.
body."
Your mom and your sister used to straight up fist fight. I think.
Yeah, dude, there was one time my mom and my sister, it was like a boxing match. Like they were just throwing haymakers. I remember we're in the basement. My room was right next to my sister's. My mom is just like throwing haymakers, and she's like connecting with my sister's face. Like,
Damn.
I'm talking not like smacks, not like little smacks. I'm talking like UFC match, like pop pop. And then they like grappled on the floor, and then I had to like
God.
pick my mom up and
Jesus.
kind of like put her in a little bit of a headlock and like carry her off my sister, and then separate the two of them. And that was a Wednesday. And then, then I go to school the next day, and my teacher would be like, "Why didn't you turn in your homework? Why didn't you do your homework last night, Colton?
Like everything went back to normal.
What's going on? What's going on?" Yeah. But
That's crazy. That is not a normal dynamic.
No.
Just
It's
everybody
definitely
knows.
not. And it made me like, and like when like they would be arguing too, I was like pretty young. So like I didn't like really understand like everything they were like yelling about a lot of the time. So I think it like, dude, it like traumatized me a little bit, because like when you have shit like shit would break, like plates, glasses, just like they would just like be breaking, and like just all that loud noise. And like I think I used like video games as literally like an escape from like all of that, and then that didn't help either. That just like warped my mind to like another thing. It sucks like dealing with that type of shit. But
when you don't talk about it though, it festers into my best friend anxiety, and then you just like start becoming a monster.
Whoa.
But But that's why it's good you jump on it at a young
Yeah.
age. Isn't that weird though? I remember one time, Cora, Cora, my sister, actually got hit with a lamp. So my mom was trying to like throw a lamp at my stepdad, and she missed and hit Cora in the head. Cora was just screaming.
Jesus.
And then my stepdad was throwing pill bottles at my mom. And then I went to school the next day, and they were like, "Why didn't you do your homework?"
Teachers don't get it. They don't understand.
Yeah, that's funny you say that because it's weird like having a bad day, and I feel like a lot of people who have anxiety are like this. Like a bad day is just like a normal day for a lot of people with anxiety and depression. Like a bad day is just like a normal day. You don't really know what a good day is supposed to feel like until you like have one once in a while, and you're like, wow, I'm like witty today. I'm talking to everybody.
Yeah,
I'm
you
having
feel
a good
good.
time.
You feel really good.
You actually feel good and like confident, and you're like happy and eager to be where you're at. And then it goes away for like another 100 days. And like a normal day is just you, I don't know, being like down is like a normal day. And then like on the really bad days, that's where it gets, I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is like, I feel like if you have anxiety or you're like me, a really like a bad day isn't just, oh, my boss yelled at me or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a lot of people, like some of my friends and stuff, they'll talk about I know they have their own shit going on and they have their own life and stuff. But some of them will be like, man, I just worked like 50 hours this week and I need to relax this weekend. I don't want to do anything or whatever, which is good. Some people, the threshold is different. No hate on them. But I feel like for me, that'd be an okay week, you know?
Yeah.
Like a bad day for me is like thinking about all that stuff in the past, or someone's like, what's wrong? Why are you having a bad day today? Why are you in a bad mood? And it's like, I don't know. Maybe because one time my dad made me do push-ups naked while I was younger because he thought I was fat. That's why my Friday's off today.
It sucks thinking about those things, dude, because like it's like there and like you try and like brush it off, but it's still like lingering there. And I think that's what ultimately like makes you have those shitty days. And then like all this other bad shit comes out. Hey, you got all this here, you got to fill out all this paperwork, or hey, you got to all this barter just came in that you have to load, and so that takes up another hour of your day that you don't have. It's just all that shit stacked on top of it is just like, fuck, really, dude.
And what's crazy is unless somebody is like truly your friend, or you're in a relationship with somebody, or you have a kid or whatever, like nobody cares about what you got going on. Like your boss doesn't care because your boss has his own life or her own life. Like you're all think about this, like you, Drake, or Jen, you are the biggest thing in your life. Like you're seeing life through your lens. So everything that happens to you is like magnified. And then you're kind of like asking for help or like looking for help, or you're trying to have like somebody understand you, but they don't, or they just don't care. Like a boss giving you extra work on a Friday or whatever. They're like, I don't care about this kid.
Yeah, that is the worst. And like going back to kind of like the teachers things too is like it is really terrible when people don't realize that people have shitty days like that. I mean, you could tell when somebody's down, right? Like they're not talking to anybody. They're just kind of like all to themselves. They just kind of look like you can tell when somebody's off on a day, especially if you talk to them. And it just sucks that people notice that type of stuff and they don't do anything to like help it, or they just like put all their bad shit onto somebody else. That to me is just like not okay. Like if you see somebody having a bad day and you're having a bad day too, don't just throw it all on somebody else that's having a bad day as well, or like anybody in general, because then you're just making the situation even worse. That's a big pet peeve of mine, is like when I see somebody having a bad day, I'll go talk to them. Like I'll have a conversation with them. Maybe me talking to them, maybe that helps them out in some way. What you shouldn't do is be like, hey, you got to do all this shit, da 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 da, or just start talking about, I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying though? Like I just feel like you should be the better person and try and like help them out in some way. Does that make sense?
Yeah, usually when you're not, it's because the person you're dealing with doesn't feel sorry for themselves, so they can't feel sorry for you.
Right.
But also, on the flip side, if you're continuously helping somebody or you got to like babysit somebody through a situation, there's only like X amount of times before they're like, what the fuck is wrong with this? Why can't this kid fix himself or whatever? Or why I shouldn't have to like tiptoe around giving this guy extra work because it affects him every time. Like at some point you have to really pull yourself out of whatever you're in.
Well, yeah, if it's like something that's starting to affect your job and all your relationships and so many aspects of your life that frequently, then that's the point where you would need to seek some sort of treatment plan, I would say.
100%. 100%. That's what I never realized about like teachers back in like school. Like those like asshole teachers that everybody would always have, just like every day. They're just an asshole to everybody, and they're just throwing all this homework. They don't give a shit about any particular student. It's just like, that's just like, I don't know. Like, if you really truly hate your job, why are you working it? Like, why are you doing it? Like, you could literally do anything else. Anything else. Do what you want to do. Don't just sit here and do it because you're getting paid or it's like what you went to school for or whatnot. Like, I don't know. Like, that's what I don't truly understand is just like, why are you doing something that's not making you happy? Do something that makes you happy. That way you're happy. Like,
Well, just like
Maybe they're happy making you miserable though.
maybe that's just fucking evil as fuck though. Like, I don't know.
some people like really get off on like power trips, especially over like people if they're in a position of power and they know like, okay, well, these are my students, they have to do what I say and they have to do the homework I assign and this and that. They like enjoy that. They enjoy making other people miserable.
See, that's so bizarre to me. Like, how are you getting off to making other people miserable? Like,
Yeah.
wouldn't you want to spread like kindness, happiness? Like, I don't know. Like,
I
I get super joyous by me making other people like if I can make somebody smile or laugh, that's fucking serotonin for me. I fucking love that shit.
Clearly not the pregnant lady in the room. Yeah, dude. There was this one teacher. I transferred schools my junior year, and I was the new kid at the school. I was coming from a class of 64 people, right? My graduating class only has 64 people in it. Now, the school I moved to, my graduating class had like 400 plus people in it.
We had, I think, 580.
Yeah, there were like 2,000 people at this school. It was a massive school.
Yeah, and
3
also
stories, hella just. You had to like run to class because you only had like 5 minutes to get from one side of the school to the other. You better be like sprinting across the halls.
Yeah.
And I'm the new kid in class, and I'm trying to find my way, figure out where to go, find my way around the school. And I was like 3 minutes late to this chemistry teacher's class. And I like come in, sit down, and he's like, "Why were you late?" And I was like, "Well, I'm new here. I didn't really know the direction to go or whatever." And he was like, "No, that's not a good enough excuse." And I was like, "I don't know what else to tell you." I was like, "I don't know what you want me to say. I'm new here." And he was like, "Just don't say anything else." And I was like, first of all, okay, so there's like a couple things in my head when I'm sitting there and he's telling me this. I'm like, so you're singling me out, one, in front of the entire class.
Spicy.
I'm new.
Oh shit! We lost connection. Oh, that's bogus. One sec. Spicy. One sec. We'll be back. Hold on. That's bullshit, dude. I don't know what the hell just happened. I don't know what happened, but sorry, please. Oh, did it stop recording too?
Yeah.
Dude,
you can just hit record again and then we'll pick up.
Dude, I don't know what the hell just happened. That was so whack. All right, we're going. Sorry about that.
So there's a couple of things that are going through my head. One, you're singling me out in front of the class. Two, you're embarrassing me, yelling at me and kind of like belittling me in front of people who could potentially be my friend or whatever. I don't know. I'm trying to like get to know these kids and you're yelling at me. And third, it's like you can't ask me to give you an excuse and then tell me to shut up when I'm giving you the excuse. The excuse is not good enough. What do you want me to say? I was getting held up, robbed, stabbed. Like, I'm just telling you how it is. And that's exactly what I said. I was like, I don't know why you're yelling at me, dude, but I was late because I am new here and I was trying to figure out. And he literally screamed at me and he was like, one more word. One more.
What?
And I was like, bro, my stepdad would punch my mom in the face. I don't give a fuck if you're yelling at me.
Literally,
you're not scaring
though.
me, dude. Who are you?
Literally.
Like, who are you?
That's what I don't like, dude. Those power trips, I hate it. I hate it so fucking much. It's like
And you have to sit there. Because what else are you supposed to do? I can't just stand up and be like, what the fuck do you say? You
Could
know
you-
what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Could
in
you
real
have-
life, you would get into like somewhat of a vocal altercation, right?
right.
It's- or you would walk away. But now I got to sit there and listen to you teach for 70 minutes. Like,
And
how
see
am I
him 5 days a week.
how am I supposed to focus on my chemistry when you just berated me for no reason at all?
Right. Like as a teacher, I would be trying to get the best relationships with my students because I have to see them every single day. And if they're like new to the school, depending on which grade you are, you might be stuck with them for the next 3-4 years. Like,
And what he could have done is been like, oh, you're new here? Where are you from? Everybody say hi. It's a Colts. This is, hi, everybody. Hi. What's one random thing about you? You know what I mean? He could have taken it that way, but instead he was just the
Asshole.
biggest asshole.
Or offer to show you where your next class is. Like, oh, hey, well, where's your next class? I'll show you what way to go.
did you guys did you guys ever run into I'll explain this here. So I wasn't the greatest student in high school or school in general. I wouldn't get the best of grades. I would pretty much do just barely enough so I could pass, move on to the next thing, graduate. D for diploma was kind of my motto through high school. So, but with that, I was still a little embarrassed when other people would like know that I wasn't the greatest student. I mean, people would be bragging about, oh, I got an A on this test, whatever. And like, I mean, I didn't really care about that. What I did care about was other people knowing my grade. Because then you're just like looked at as a stupid kid and it's high school anxiety. Now I wouldn't give a fuck. But when I
Yeah.
was in high school, I would, there'd be certain teachers that would, when they're handing out the tests, they would say, oh, you did really great. Oh, you did really good on this. And they would pass it out each to each student and say that. And there was this one teacher every fucking time that would hand my test back like folded. Everybody else wouldn't be folded. They would hand it folded. She would get done like the row of kids. Oh, you did amazing. You did great. You did awesome. Get to me, just wouldn't say anything. Just like, and they wouldn't move on to the next kid. You did awesome. You did good. I was
Yeah.
like, you fucking asshole, dude. I hated that so
you
much.
know it's a bad grade when it's folded.
Yeah, that too. And then all the kids around me looking at me. I'm like, oh,
So
great.
obvious.
Yeah, it was the worst. Did you
Yeah,
guys ever
I-
have? Did you guys ever have like teachers like that would be like, or they would like be really loud and be like, yeah, you actually got a D on this test, or like, oh, you're actually failing the class right now. I don't know how good you got. I'm sure
I
you guys
think
probably
Gen
were a lot better.
pointed everything, didn't he?
I was a good student, but
Your parents forced you, locked you in a dungeon until you finish your homework.
no, but I did have very active. Like my parents had this parent viewer where they could log on and see my grades.
That was
with
the
like their
worst.
own login. Yeah.
That was
So like
the
if I
worst.
didn't turn in an assignment, I was like, I didn't want to go home because I knew when I walked in the door, my mom would be like, why is this assignment missing? You're not leaving the house until you get it done. And I see it and it's turned in. So yes, I was a good student.
Dude, I remember my mom decided to be a mom. I
The
bring
one
back so
time.
many memories. I remember. No, my mom decided to be a mom to Cannon, my little brother, one time, and he had just caught her smoking weed for the first time ever.
Wait,
he
she
was
caught
like-
him?
He
No,
caught her.
caught her.
Her? Oh,
He was
God.
he was only like 12 years old, and he caught her like smoking behind her car, and she like tried to hide the bowl behind her tire, and he like found it, and it was like this big deal. And she was like, yeah, she must have been annoyed because he caught her, but she was like yelling at him about his grades, and she was like, why don't you go study for that test? And he was like, "Why don't you go study your bowl, Mom?"
Oh God.
He had
no.
the best comebacks to your mom. Literally, him and your mom's arguments were probably some of the best things I've ever witnessed.
My God.
One time he caught your mom, remember, at Jake's house, actually, Uncle Jake's house. She snuck like a 6-pack into the bathroom and was drinking beer in the bathroom, and he like caught her. And then later that day, she like tried to tell him something, to do something, like tried to parent him again. And he was like, "Shut up, Mom. You're the one that's drinking secret beers in the bathroom."
Dude,
She was
what?
hiding the beers because she's an alcoholic.
She's an
She doesn't want
alcoholic.
anyone to know
Yeah.
she drinks, so that's why she was in this.
Oh my God.
But yeah, dude, there was I was a terrible student in Sheboygan, and then when I moved to Traverse City and transferred, I tried to reinvent myself a little bit because
Reinvent yourself by copying off all of my English homework.
hey, I got A's, all right.
Hey, that's all that matters. Is you got A's.
I didn't say the reinvention was like better than I just
One
passed.
time during a test, like one of those Scantron tests, he took my paper, moved my arm out of the way, took my paper and turned it so that he could see it better.
I had shitty vision. It wasn't until I got radio and got those dope endorsements, and then I got LASIK.
There you go.
But
But it
I
was
was
in the
squinting
middle
my
of
way
a
through high
test.
school.
I was like, "What do you think you're doing?"
Yeah.
Did you ever get caught cheating?
No.
I never got caught
No,
cheating either.
because I sucked at cheating too. I was like, was that a C or is that an A? I don't know, whatever. So like I still got like C's and A's. Yeah, dude,
Dude.
I don't know. It's really funny now, and it sounds like egotistical to say this, but there's something about me that smiles a little bit when I see the successful the person who was successful in high school and got like all these AP credits and stuff and all these 4 points and did really good on their SATs or ACTs or whatever. It kind of makes me happy to see them like not having the best job. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
like not excelling or meeting their fullest potential. I would love them to, but just for me a little bit, it's like, oh, finally I'm winning in life a little bit. At least I got this on you. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I feel that. I feel that 100%.
Maybe school isn't as important as they say.
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I feel like our generation, it was emphasized so much. Like you have
so
to do
bad.
well in school, you have to do good on the ACTs, you have to get into a good college. But now it's kind of more you have to find your passion and a skill that you can make money off of. And less people, I feel like, are actually going to college because they're realizing, why would I spend all of this money when I could become an influencer online, or I could build my own small business and just
Yo, some people are getting in like mortgage, like house mortgage debt going to school, and it's like,
Why? Why?
to get like a liberal arts degree that you're not going to use. And it's like,
I even feel bad for people in my career, like our career, like this, the podcast, even like aside from radio, like people who get into radio or podcasting and they got a 4-year degree in communications, and it's like, man, dude, I wish I could have told you this 4 years ago, but you do not need that degree to get into this career.
I remember asking you that, Cole. Like I asked you, like when we first, like probably like the first year we knew each other. I asked you because I was getting towards the end of my high school career, and I was like, Cole, do
Wait,
I?
You gotta make it sound like I'm not just hitting up a high schooler.
No. I mean, I'm pretty sure I hit you up though, didn't I?
groomed Drake.
No, I'm pretty sure I hit
Don't
you
say
up
that.
first. I'm pretty sure I hit you up first. I don't remember how I don't know how that all
No,
went
you,
down.
you've been doing radio since you were like 3, so like, that's how
Basically.
we know each other. But
Basically.
yeah, I gave you the advice I would tell anybody trying to get into this career.
Yeah, you were like, don't go to college. Just like, don't.
Wow.
Just, if you're going to stay in this career, don't go to college.
If you need a plan B and you
Yeah.
have literally no other skills, yes, go to college.
it's a good backup to have a degree of some sort.
But don't go to a major university just to be at the party school or whatever. Just hit up the community college. Get they don't care.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this right now. Unless you're working for like a Fortune 500 or you're a doctor or something, it doesn't matter what degree. Hell, you could probably even lie and say, yeah, I got my 4-year degree in communications. Who's checking? Do you think
No
your
one.
PD would call a college? Dre, do you think your
No.
boss would call a college and
No,
say,
he would not.
hey, did he get his 4-year degree in communications? Hell no. No one's calling, dude.
Yeah.
Nobody's calling. No
Yeah.
one's doing the fact check.
Unless you're like trying to get into like some government type, like very serious
Yeah.
job where they do a background check.
Right.
That's the thing too, is like there's certain careers that like you need a college degree, but like there's so many like I know so many people that I went to school with who are now going to college for these just like degrees that like you don't. Why? You could have been interning in high school and getting experience, apprenticeships, but instead you were just going to fucking high school parties every weekend.
And you can still do the apprenticeship. Like you just be like, yeah, I'll give you $3,000 if you teach me how to do whatever, and I'll be your intern. I'll pay you.
Yeah, I just
and then
like
the person would be like, okay, sure.
literally though, I just like you don't need it. I mean,
because, dude, guess
there's
what?
still
When you
so
graduate,
much time.
when you graduate from that college, what do they say in the interview? Do you have any experience?
Yeah.
Literally, there it is. And you'd be like, no, but I have a piece of paper that said I spent 40 grand at college.
Yep. I know how to do math.
Man, that's rough. That's something that keeps me up at night thinking about, like, wow, what if I had like a $200,000 in debt because of student loans? Like,
exactly.
I'm so glad I don't.
100%. And I'm just like, a lot of people, like a lot of my friends ask me, they've been asking me recently now that like college is starting to get back revamped up and everything. And they're like, do you regret not like starting college early or whatnot? Are you planning on going to college? I'm like, no. Why? Why would I? I mean, I'm still focused on like what I want to be doing. Like this is still what I want to be doing. And I'm progressing each year. I'm farther ahead where I was. I'm farther ahead now than I was last year. So it's just like,
the way I see it is if your friend or whatever gets out of college and they make $200,000 a year, or let's just even say 100,000. Let's say they make $100,000 a year, but they have 80 grand in student debt. That money you have in savings, let's say it takes them 5 years to save up 50 grand or whatever. You're still negative $30,000. So whatever you save up, Drake, is still beating them until they hit that 80 mark.
yeah.
But by the time they hit that 80 mark, you're going to be so far advanced in your career that it doesn't even matter, dude.
Yeah.
Nothing I could do right now in college with a 4-year degree could even pay a third of what I make. And that's just off experience. And I would say that experience is almost more difficult than getting a communications degree. I mean, if I was like getting a legitimate degree like biology, then that degree would be like a lot more complicated.
Yeah.
But like communications,
You don't need it.
The experience is a lot more difficult.
100%. And I just feel like a lot of people don't like realize that. Like, even like think of it as like you're an employer and like looking to hire somebody. You have somebody who has been doing what you need for 5 years. And you have somebody who went to college to learn it and like get all like the book smarts down and whatnot for 5 years. To me, as an employer who's hiring somebody, I'm gonna hire the person who's been a part of it, who's been doing it, because you already get all that. Like I got all the training done at my job. I know everything.
I wish I had the audio. Elon Musk said this. Have you seen this, Jen?
No, I haven't.
Elon Musk said they specifically try to not hire people with degrees. They were like, if you have a degree, fine. But he was like, a degree isn't the defining factor of whether or not you're getting a job.
Yeah.
You have to know the skills and the applications and have the experience to be hired if you don't have that degree. But if you have somebody with proven success without a degree, they're going to choose that person based off or other than the dude or girl or whatever coming from Harvard. They would rather choose the experience.
Well, because that training is more specialized. If you're working in the field that you're trying to get a job in, that's specialized training. In college, they make you take so many like bullshit classes that have nothing to do with your degree just to get more money. And yeah, I feel like it doesn't really prepare you unless it's like a trade, like nursing or something that's a specific skill that you're getting a degree in.
Dude, there's probably people like listening to this and watching this right now who's going to college. They're just like stressing out right now. Guys, we're not saying like college is like a bad thing. We're just like saying there's still a lot of opportunities that you can do and you can make money without going to college.
Yeah,
like
there's ways around it.
Yeah, like
and if you did go and you do have that debt, it's not a mistake you made. It's just you've been sold that your entire life. It's not your fault.
Yeah.
Well,
100%.
again, and if you're going for something where you have a guaranteed job after, like nursing, becoming a dental hygienist, an engineer, there's so many really good career fields that you can or that you have to go to college for. But I'm just saying the people out there that don't really know what to do, that are just like, I don't know, I guess I'll go to college because that's what I'm supposed to do. I guess I'll just kind of pick some major. Like, I don't know.
That's what I fucking hate is when
Yeah.
people do not know what they want to do and they're going to college.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Just figure out what you want to
Take
do.
some time off, figure
Literally.
out what you really want to pursue, and then say, this is the job I've decided I want. Is college the way to get there? Yes. Okay, I'm going to sign up for it. Now I know what I'm passionate about, and I'm going to enjoy it.
Exactly.
Instead of partying, I'm going to be set on my goal.
Right. That's what I never understood is people go waste a year, 2 years on figuring out what they do, and then they change majors, and then it's just like, what happens when you get through all this college, right? You had no idea what the hell you're doing. You don't know what you want to do. You get done with you got your degree. Let's say you go communications degree because you wanted to be in radio, for example. And then you get it all done, you get the paperwork, and then you realize after the how many years you go to college, you're like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a communications degree, but that's not going to help you if you wanted to go fucking, I don't know, become a doctor. Like, that's not going to help you. You just wasted 4 years.
Yeah, then you have to go back, get a second bachelor's degree, and then go on from there.
What the Chuck? Little inside.
God, I just got that.
did.
That's an inside joke.
Oh man. All right. Anyways, with that being said, dude, there is a job that is totally insane that my dad kind of wants me to take over. Now, I never talked about that. I try to rekindle my relationship. Like every 4 months, I'll call this dude and try to have a conversation with him. And every time he's like, "Man, I wish I would have bought gold back in the day." And I'm like, "Okay." But this time he was calling. I don't know if we mentioned this on the last podcast, but he was trying to get me to buy the land behind this house.
Yeah, you brought that up.
So I'm talking to him, and he's like, I want you to take over the family business. My dad is a taxidermist. So let's say you go out, you hunt a deer, shoot it. You want someone to mount that deer so you can put some antlers on the wall or whatever. That's my dad's job. Dude, taxidermy is insane. I would never want to do it just because of, one, ew. Secondly, all the toxic stuff. My dad, when I was a kid, I was like maybe 10, 11, 12. I'd help out my dad every other weekend when I saw him. And he would build these pickle bass, is what he called them, pickle bass. And it would be 100% things you would just hide a body in. Like if you put a body in it, it would disintegrate over time. So he would put the deer fur or like bones to melt away the fat and the blood and everything, and it would just dissolve it over like 7 days.
Acid.
And if you left it in past 10 days, it'd be too far gone, and you couldn't salvage it because it would just continue eating away and burning it. And I remember I had to wear these giant ass gloves and like had this face stuff on.
Dude, what the fuck?
That
Dude,
sounds horrific.
You walked into my dad's garage. It was like a murder house. He had like this table saw where you would just like cut the fat off of fur.
Ugh.
And then additionally, he had a saw that would just cut into the skull of animals, and you would have to like cut off the antlers.
No.
I don't like it.
That's my worst nightmare.
I don't like it.
Yeah, and he's like, "Why don't you take over the family business?"
Like, nah, I'm
Like, I
good.
don't know, 'cause I don't
I'm
want to
pass.
fillet fish, get scales off fish and deer.
I think I would rather do literally any other job.
He's really talented at it, but I don't know. I only shot a deer once and I felt bad about it. I don't like messing with animals or like I don't
Yeah.
know. But it literally looked like Saw, like the movie Saw, walking into my dad's garage, and it's just like, okay, this is my life.
This is what my dad does every day. Fucking disintegrating bodies.
Ugh.
Deer carcasses hanging
Yeah.
That's
from the ceiling.
So gross.
Wang. So I did want to talk about this really quick. So my parents, they got the vaccination this week. They got vaccinated, and they were asking me about it, and I don't quite know yet. I don't know if I want to get it. I don't know if I should get it. I don't know. I just don't know. Like they got their first dose. They're getting their second dose like beginning of April. Have you guys gotten it yet?
It's
No.
not available to us.
I actually could get it because I'm pregnant. That's surprisingly, it's one of the like pre-existing conditions in Texas that qualifies you to get it. But I just don't feel comfortable with something so new. They don't have any research on pregnant women with it, and since it is the mRNA one that kind of is a new type of vaccine, I'm not gonna do it.
We're not even doing truth or get canceled, and Jen's getting canceled.
Well,
Because I don't want to get a new
Yeah,
vaccine when I'm
no.
pregnant.
We
This-
should make clear you're not influencing pregnant women to
No,
not
it's
get
everybody's own choice.
Yeah.
But just my personal choice, and I'm almost done. So I figure, I've made it this far. I just want to be. I'd rather be careful, really careful, till the end of my pregnancy. My doctor and I have a plan for if I were to get really sick from COVID. It's just everybody's choice between them and their doctors. And
Drake, I would say two things. One, I'm gonna play devil's avocados after this. So one, you're probably gonna be fine and healthy. You're only like 20. You're a relatively healthy dude besides all the Reese's Puffs you eat.
I've been looking at those. Those look so good.
And the
It's
G
Travis
Fuel
Scott.
cocaine mix you do every night.
Travis Scott.
Oh yeah, man, that
Nice.
guy's on every food. He had McDonald's too. But
It's
you're
lit.
relatively healthy, so I don't think you're going to. If you got it, I feel like you would beat it, and you probably have already gotten it
That's
because everybody up in your building at work has gotten it. No
by
one-
the amazing COVID plan they had in place.
yeah,
That's a whole
pathetic.
nother story. It's a whole nother
It's like,
story.
hey, someone in the building got COVID, so what are we doing about it? Nothing. You're just gonna have to come in for. It's like, okay.
Sweet.
No,
Are
no,
we gonna clean the facility? No.
you're in charge of cleaning it. They made everybody else in charge of cleaning up.
No, but at Devil's Avocado though, if you did get it, and you didn't know you had it, and then you gave it to someone.
Uh-oh.
Vaccinated, you should. But
Sorry, you
it
guys
has to be your own choice.
you guys cut out for a second. What did you say right then?
I said that it's everybody's own choice. They have to make their own decision for themselves. I think that the more people that get vaccinated, the sooner this whole pandemic will be over.
100%. This was kind of my thought process on it. Like Jen said it before, you're like, there hasn't been a lot of research on it. We haven't been able to see what it does. We haven't it. Obviously, it was sped up for obvious reasons. Like we want to get it out, we want to get things reopened and whatnot. But on the flip side of that, we don't know what happens. So that's kind of the thought that was going through my mind. Is like, I'm fine. I haven't gotten it as far as I know. I might have had it, didn't have the symptoms. I would have never known.
Yeah.
But I've been fine. I haven't been sick at all since I think I had one sick day, but that's it. And I mean, I don't feel different, nothing. So why would I get a vaccine from something that I'm fairly certain that a lot of people, most of everybody has had? I just don't know. I don't know.
Drake, are
And
you
I'm like,
still-
I'm not high up on that totem pole either. Like I would rather
Yeah.
other people get it before me as well.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking about totem poles, are you still up on Michaela's, Jen's cousin? Are you all up on her totem pole?
That's a really weird way of saying that. I don't know.
Are
That
you still
is-
talking? Is she
Yeah, we're
still
still talking.
supplying you with money?
Not money. I cut her off. We cut her
Not
off.
money.
No more.
What is she
We
supplying you with?
Nothing. Nothing.
You said not.
No,
money.
we.
Yeah, no money.
A couple of months ago, I hooked Jen's cousin up with Drake, and they surprisingly hit it off. I thought they would. It was a good combination. I don't know if you're talking about a serious relationship or if you're just friends or what. I don't know.
Yeah, no, we're like friends. I mean, we talk pretty much just about every day. I have a funny story about that of actually somebody who's in chat right now. But yeah, we've been still talking. She comes into stream just about every day, hangs out with the whole Spicy Gang and whatnot. And yeah, we still hit it off really good. So I actually had. Do you guys want to hear the story about my friend and Michaela's friend pretty much saying they're getting married without even meeting yet? Did I tell you guys
Yes,
about this?
The one with the baby, correct?
Athena, you know who Athena is?
Yes, I do.
Okay, that's her name. My friend's name is Jacob. His name's Atomic in chat here. He wants me to kind of explain the story. So Michaela hooked Jacob up with Athena, who Athena is Michaela's one of her best friends.
Yeah.
And Jacob and Athena have been talking. They've been hitting it off. Literally like a week into like them talking over the phone. They haven't met in real life at all, right? They live in Colorado. We live in Wisconsin. They were already talking about like marriage. Like just like literally a week into talking over the phone, talking about marriage. Huh?
Yeah, who's moving
who
where
would go
then?
where?
Jacob said he would move to Colorado. He said he's down to do it. So I'm just
To be honest, like moving out of Green Bay, that's a win-win for.
that's
a win-win for your boy.
That's what I
Denver's
said.
Pretty awesome, I
Yeah.
will say.
I know. So that's kind of the whole thing going on. Jacob's when someone comes about, he gets very attached. And I was a little nervous that he said they were like already talking about marriage like a week, and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
you guys are going a little fast. Just
Well, you
hold
have
on,
to be extra
pump the
careful,
brakes a little bit.
Because there's a child involved. Anytime there's a child involved, you got to really consider
That's
everything. Because you don't want this kid to get attached to you, and you get attached to them, and then things not work out. So just a little higher stakes. In that situation.
And I mean that's what I said to Jacob too. I was like, you do know she has a kid, right? Like you're gonna become a dad, like a daddy, like daddy and dad. So I was like, I told him just like, hold on, just think about it, it'll be good. It's still going good though. He's going to meet her, I believe next month sometime. So
What if it's a catfish? It's actually Jen's aunt. She shows up.
just shows up.
They hold him hostage. He never is heard from ever again. Feed him to a mountain lion. Worst case scenario.
It's just me catfishing both of you.
Said
As
Mount.
Michaela and Athena.
Dude, that would be the finesse of the century right there.
But how would it? I couldn't be the catfish because then I'd be the one sending you money.
True. Jen's becoming my sugar mama.
I'd be the worst catfish ever.
That's how we launder our money. Definitely
Yeah.
clean that money.
That's great.
Yeah, well, that's cool. Hopefully Jacob knocks
I
her
wish
up,
them.
and then they
What?
Have
No.
another kid.
they
What?
stayed married forever.
Live
Gonna
happily
say I
ever
wish
after.
them the best. I hope that it works out for them. I do believe in true love, and things can happen quickly, but you do have to be careful.
Here you go, Jacob.
You never know.
Life advice from a very happily married couple. There you go.
Yes.
Take it and
Welcome
run.
to life advice.
People said the same things about us because we started dating when we were 18, and they're like, "Oh, you guys are too young to, you got to date around more." Blah blah blah. We heard it all too.
Screw
Why are you
people.
Isn't that
married
weird?
so young?
Isn't it weird when like that's basically, if you think about it this way, if your parent is like, hey, don't move too quickly, you want to do your own thing in your 20s, it's kind of like your parent telling you to be a hoe. You know what I mean?
Literally.
Like it kind of is. It's like experiment with different people. What does
Yeah.
that mean?
Right. You want me to go to the strip club, Mom? Like what
Well, it's
what do you mean?
Do you want me to get treated horribly by
Yeah.
a bunch of guys, go on a bunch of terrible dates?
You want me to become mentally like unstable from relationships falling apart?
gain more trust issues?
Yeah. Literally though.
Yeah, when you find a good one, you may not find another good one after that. So
And I'm as good as it's gonna get with what I had to work with.
with what you had to work.
Like with my mom and my dad, this is the best me I can be.
And apparently I'm not that great though because I nag you about cleaning and wanting you to help around the house more.
I was very careful about not using the word nag.
Oh, well you've used that word to my face before.
That's a different story. Drake, did you get any more DMs on that story you posted about how you hate pregnant ladies?
Dude, people are like, there's a couple on here that are just like giving like the like emoji, just like open eyed, like, oh man, 147 people have seen that now. Ah! Can I
luck.
can I make a video about it, or do I have to leave it on, dude?
Not till we're done recording.
Oh my god. Oh, it's scary.
Yeah, bro. All right. Well, there was a lot of shit we didn't get to. I don't know if this episode was good. I don't know if it was bad. I was a little off because I know some certain people are watching. I didn't want to tell you that, Drake, because you
What?
would have gotten in your head.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean?
So, knowing certain people are watching, you bring up the tampon story?
This is quality content.
Wait, I don't like that. Hi, whoever's watching.
Or the school?
Hey, listen. This is authentic, genuine radio. This is the way radio is going. Radio is on a new path. People want authenticity. They want truth. Nothing we said was a lie. It's all truth.
Wait.
And listen, just because anybody listening right now who is judging you, Drake, or judging us, they're just better at hiding their own shit. You know what I mean? People have done crazier stuff than us.
Time out. I just want to throw it out there since we're on the authenticity route right now that I did not give up my seat to a pregnant woman. Okay, that was a lie
Well,
to
we
people
explained
watching.
How do we know that you've never been in that situation?
I'm
though?
We
telling
explained
you.
that in the game.
What kind of person do you think I am? If you walked up to me and like I saw you were pregnant, I'd be like, yeah, take my seat, take my seat. I'm not gonna tell
Honestly,
you to fuck off. Like
You would be surprised. I thought that that's how it would be while I was pregnant. I thought people would be like wanting to help me with things. Oh no. People are not like that these days. I will
What?
say. They're
What do
not.
you-
Like I was at the grocery store and I had a 12 pack of sparkling water in the bottom of my cart and it fell out. And there was a worker walking behind me, and instead of bending down and picking it up for me, he just stood there and watched me struggle to get it
Dude.
back into my cart and
That's-
did not help me.
that's so ratchet. I'm sorry,
It
but
happens.
if you don't help out a pregnant lady with like anything, like you're a douchebag. Like it's as
Yeah.
simple as that. Like
And
that's
I
just
will
cold.
remember your face, and if I ever see you again,
Give him a little slap, little slippity
Yeah.
slap.
Yeah.
You didn't
Yeah.
give Jen a thank you after she gave you a tissue, so Haley, don't bring that
and I
up.
remember.
That's true.
I remembered.
Drake did come to our house, demand a tissue. Jen gave him some, and then he never said thank you.
Never
That-
said
that
thank
was the
you.
first impression.
I remember I handed him, he like sneezed, and I'm like, oh, here's the tissue. He just grabs it. And I was like baffled. Did this guy just
Hey.
come into my home, eat some bagels, like sneeze, and then get a tissue without saying thank you?
Hey, at least I clean up after myself, okay?
Yeah, I will say I don't think my apartment was messy after that.
Moving on. I don't know, how far are we? Is that 1:30?
We're at
Yeah.
one yeah, pretty
We should
close.
probably wrap it up.
We should wrap it up. We'll leave it with a trashy mom story, bringing it back.
Oh, yes.
Haven't done one of these in a minute. I mean, I feel like I trashed my mom a lot on the
You kind of
podcast already.
sprinkle them
But...
in throughout, but I love them.
All right, my trashy mom story. Hello, me. My name is Colts. My mom is awful. She used to... Drake, this is the most hypocritical thing I've ever seen in my entire life, okay?
Okay.
You know my mom used to do coke, used to freebase cocaine, used to do all these drugs.
Used to.
Still, I
We
don't
don't know for certain that she doesn't anymore.
pop all these pills. So there was this, the group Dare, right?
Yeah.
Keeping kids off drugs.
Mhm.
So there in Sheboygan High School, my sister was a part of this group called Dare. And what they would do is they would put on these performances in front of the entire high school. What is that called when you get packed into a gymnasium? What is it, like a
Assembly.
pep
An
rally?
assembly.
An
An
assembly.
assembly, yes. There would be an assembly. And it would be a Dare performance. And my mom was actually a Dare volunteer. So she would go to these places like high out of her mind and like go to these routines these kids would do, go to the performances, and she would just be totally like trashed.
Oh no, dude.
And there was one time, there was one assembly, they did a super depressing sketch about a kid who got killed by a drunk driver. And it was really weird because they were like doing these weird dance dab moves in between. I don't know. It was a very confusing brand, the whole Dare dance team. But anyways, then my mom on the way home from the assembly got popped and got a DUI.
Oh no!
On the
They
way
just
back?
performed about DUIs.
Wait, on the way there or on the way back?
On the way back.
Oh my
Classic.
God. Dude, your mom, dude. How did she get herself in these predicaments?
Boom, trashy mom story.
I think sometime on the podcast we need to just call her and
Oh my
ask
God.
her about that.
I've been asking Cole to like get his mom on the podcast for so long. So long. I think that'd be a very interesting conversation.
You don't
Eventually.
know what sort of lion you'd be awaking now. It is.
I'd be super
I
nervous.
felt the wrath of his mom.
Is she
it's
scary to talk to?
Talk right into the mic. You're talking off to the side.
Not as much scary as just irrational. Like, you know, those people where they just go off and you're like, I don't even know how to argue with you because you're not making any sense whatsoever.
It's like it would be like a I don't know what to expect kind of conversation.
It's
You
basically
never know
like
what she's gonna say.
it's the interaction I saw on my way to work the other day. This homeless guy was arguing with another homeless guy because I see these two people. They alternate corners. I see them every time I go to work. It's a one dude who always wears camo, and then it's a weird white looking guy who's always bugged out of his mind. And the weird white looking dude was holding a can of pepper spray up in the dude's face because he was on his corner panhandling, and he wanted to get the money that the other guy in the camo was generating. So they're screaming at each other. My mom is basically the dude with the mace, like just a little unpredictable and a little too crazy, and has just enough I don't give a fucks to do something extremely
like
stupid.
she would mace you.
Oh my
So you're
God.
not like 100% sure if she would mace you or not. You think she might.
Oh man, yeah, your mom's scary, dude. I don't know.
Or she might throw hands. Like there's been
Just,
times
like,
where I'm
punches-
like, is
punches
she gonna
the
punch me in
screen.
the face? She might.
Has your mom ever gotten in a fist fight before?
I told you about one.
Oh yeah,
on the
yeah,
podcast
yeah.
today.
Yeah, that's right. With your sister. Damn.
Yeah,
dude.
she
Her and
punched-
I have not gotten in a fist fight.
She
No.
punched my grandma in the face one time too.
What?
That was a nice day. But anyways, wow, thanks for bringing it up, Drake.
She got in
Way
a
to
fist
make it
fight
really depressing.
with your aunt at the hospice
God.
house.
Yeah, there's a lot of fist fights. Yeah, yeah, definitely. To answer your question, yes.
She's violent offender.
But
Trashy
other
mom
than
story.
that, we'll be back next week. Another Furthest from Famous episode. Hopefully you liked today's. I don't know if it was all over the place. It's really confusing, man. I'm gonna be honest because I'm trying to structure it like a morning show. I am structuring it like a morning show, but the issue is it's a podcast. So during the radio show, you would have like breaks or go into a song or like go into commercials, and then the next time you come back, you would reset and do a whole nother segment. It kind of feels like choppy going from segment to segment to segment. That's why I like the other episodes we do where it's just bullshitting and talking about stuff we're passionate about. But I know people are looking at us to do mornings, so I'm trying to make it like fundamentally there. It's difficult to do that in a podcast.
Yeah.
I know nobody cares about this right now. No one cares what we're talking about.
Well,
No.
I mean, it's all about experimenting. Like, we're experimenting right now. Like, we don't... This type of stuff, I don't want to say it doesn't happen, but, like, it's new for us. And, like, we're just trying to, like, traverse it and really try and figure out, like, what's our bread and butter.
Yeah, we're like that teenage Jen with the tampon
Oh
and
my-
vodka,
Are you kidding?
just trying to see what works and how to get us there the quickest.
Oh, God. Oh,
Wow,
God.
you really want to sleep on the couch tonight.
That's what I said. I said you two are going to be having a conversation about this after the podcast.
Yes,
But,
we are.
And I will say this: if you guys do have any doubts, people are saying on the stream right now that they really enjoy listening to these and watching these. So
Well, of course Jacob would. He wants me to get him a dope wedding gift. No, thank you for that. Everybody's
That makes us feel good.
Yeah.
If you really like it, donate money. What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah. Come
I'm
on.
kidding. All right, man. Well, take it easy. We should do a meeting on Wednesday or Thursday, whatever. I'll text you. Doesn't matter.
Sounds like a plan, mister.
But all right, dude.
All right.
Furthest from Famous podcast.
We'll be back next week.